Hello and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. This is going to be an annual or year ahead reading for all my beautiful Taurians out there. I don't do calendar year readings per se, like January, December readings for the New Year's. I don't do that because I truly I truly believe that the new year would be from the month of your birth, right? So whatever your birth month is, May or such, in this case, yeah, it is May because that's the birth month for Taurus, or considered to be. So May 2021 to April 2022 would be considered as your new year. That's how I look at it from my perspective. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to pull some energy cards, overall energy cards. These are all my major arcanas, and for each month we'll pull an energy card and then take it from there, lay out the other cards and see what comes of it. Okay, all right. January, you got Temperance. I'm sorry, why did I say January? May, you got Temperance. Then June, you got the High Priestess. Okay, then July, you got number 6, the Lovers. August, you got the Tower. May, June, July, August. Then September, you got the Hangman. October, you got the Chariot, right? 3, 6, okay. November, we got Justice. December, we got number 1, okay, the Magician. January, we got number 5, the Hierophant. February, we got the Hermit, right? March, we got the Death card. And April, we got Judgment. Okay, so I suppose I have to kind of remember, so make sure I don't. Okay, so the overall energy for May is going to be, now remember, the May's monthly forecast, I've already put that up. This is your birth year, I mean your new year, birthday year, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. So your overall energy, you got 14, which is Temperance, right? 14 is a Sagittarius card. Temperance is a Sagittarius card. Sagittarius energy is blending of the essences and life balance and mixing elements. It's just all about what kind of a balance do you need to find to be able to have a happy, fun life, right? So it's all about balancing things and finding a balance, finding the happy medium for the month for you guys. So now I'm going to take a look at some the tarot for that month of May. I hope I'm making sense. My energy is a little bit scattered. I don't know why though. Now Taurus, Sagittarius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house from you. Okay, Sagittarius is the 8th house from you, and the 8th house rules wills, secrets, the occult, death, regeneration, that sort of stuff. So pay attention, okay? Pay attention. All right, this is going to be a very interesting reading, y'all. Let me these cards have been shuffled and meditated. I mean, they've been cleansed, shuffled, meditated, all that good stuff, okay? So, you got the 3 of Swords. Now, what is it? And I'm going to put clarifiers. So, we got Temperance, finding a balance, and 3 of Swords, right? So, 3 of Swords is about heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, surgery, that sort of thing. So, of course, one has to have a perfect balance in life, isn't it? Otherwise, what's the point? Right? Excuse me, guys, my allergies. So finding a balance after or before these 3 of Swords situation arrives, is very, very essential. And even if you do end up with the 3 of So it's kind of a situation. You still have to find that balance. So let's go and see what the Three of Swords is all about, okay? Which one do I want to use? Which one do I want to use? I'm going to use these for clarifiers. I'm not sure which ones do I want to use. Here, let me use this. Let's pull another card from the same deck. Okay, you have the King of Cups as a clarifier for that. So what is the King of Cups all about? It's a leader. It's about an emotional person who's in touch with his or her emotions. And clearly the King of Cups is supportive, tolerant, empathy. Well, it kind of goes with your overall energy card, which was the Temperance, right? Because you have to have balance, okay? And it's having empathy, having balance, tempering yourself. So definitely I feel whatever your situation is in the month of May 2021 calls for balance, because there is definitely going to be something that's a little bit depressing, a loss, a heartbreak, a divorce, that sort of thing. So find within yourself balance. And with this mature King of Cups, a water sign, which is a Cancerian, Scorpio or Pisces, is definitely going to be supportive, and I feel that there could be a Cancerian is going to play a critical role in your month, for the month of May of 2021. Let's get some clarifiers on that, on the King of Cups. Let me see what else is going on. You have the Three of Cups. Wow, so there are definitely some synchronicities, because you got the Three of Swords and you got the Three of Cups. I should show you that Three of Cups, right? So Three of Cups is rejoicing. It's having that friendship. It's celebrations, that circle of support. So if you are able to temper yourself, find balance. So let's take it from the top, okay? So if you are able to temper yourself, know that this month is all about temperance, right? Finding that balance, finding that equilibrium, finding that perfect balance between your emotions, your actions, your thought process, your so on and so forth. That's very, very important, because you are going to be dealing with some kind of a loss or separation or divorce, or this even could be, surgery. But having said that, know that you are going to have this energy, the King of Cups energy, right? Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, the supportive leader, the tolerance, the empathy, that sort of energy around you. And you should also try to garner or harness this kind of an energy, so that you're able to keep a level head, right? Don't let your emotions run away with you. And if you're able to find that balance and are able to weigh the pros and cons and understand and accept and so on and so forth, then you are definitely going to be blessed with the Three of Cups, which is friendship, celebrations, a circle of support, and that sort of thing. So maintain temperance. Temperance is very, very essential for you guys, okay? That's what I say. I'm going to pull one more deck from my thing here, because where's my Kipper deck? Yeah, let me just get my Kipper deck. Hang on, you guys. I just want to make sure. Yeah. And you got, oh, that wasn't the long box, was it? Yeah. I'm sorry. And you got this. Okay, so what is this card about? The little child, the little infant, right? It's all about, well, it could literally be a child, it could literally be an infant, that there is a high possibility of that as well. And it could also be having that childlike approach, that innocence. So you're clearing the slate, you're finding that balance, you figure out how to balance yourself, and having this new childlike approach to things. It could also be the celebration and all that stuff could also mean that you are celebrating the fact that you are going to have a child, right? Or maybe you're able to adopt a child, or maybe you found a child, a missing child, or maybe you gave up a child for adoption years ago and you're able to kind of reconnect with that. So that's a possibility too. I was going to look at something else, but I can't find it for now. Yeah, is this the one? Yep, I found it. Sorry, you guys. I got so much. Like, that's the thing with these yearly readings. There's so much energy that one needs to go through and filter through, that sometimes it can kind of get a little overwhelming for me, because I want to give you all as much information as I possibly can. Anyway, and it could get confusing for people also, because they're like, what is she talking about? She's all over the map. Well, we're including astrology, numerology, and tarot, right? So I'm going to leave it there for the card, and I'm going to pull. You got number 4. Okay, number 4. And then you got number 8. Okay. Now, what is 4 about? I would also say the 4th house. So emotional situations, your home, your mother, your family, your roots, all those kind of things. Also, I think you should pay attention to this. And 8th house, right? What did I say? 8th house, you had temperance, and Sagittarius is your 8th house, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 again pop up, right? So with the 8th house, I say, it's all about wills and secrets and the occult and regeneration and sexual energy and long-term financials and death and so on and so forth. So pay attention, okay? Do pay attention. There are definitely some synchronicities over here in the month of May. Now, one more thing I forgot to tell you guys, and I had made a note of it. It's up on your monthly reading. On May 26th, you have a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and that's going to be your 4th house. So lunar eclipse in the 4th house. And what do you know? We got the number 4 pulled up. Here, let me show this. We got number 4 pulled up and number 8. Okay? So pay attention, because that's very important. Now moving on, let's go on to June, right? June, your overall energy is the High Priestess. Now this is ruled by the moon. Of course, it's all about the mystical stuff, the quietness. I would recommend you not rushing into things. There's still a lot of mysticism. That's the word I'm looking for. With the High Priestess, remember, she is capable of magic, right? She is the High Priestess. If you look back in history, every kingdom had his High Priestess on call type of situation, right? Because they would always consult the High Priestess for anything that they wanted to do, right? Anything in terms of marriage, going to war, starting something, whatever. So she had a lot of power power to influence the king, right? So keep that in mind. So what are the qualities of the High Priestess? She has a lot of power, but then again, very mystical, right? Kept things hidden, never divulged everything, right? So and there was no need for her to divulge everything, because it's like, why should she divulge everything? I don't know if I want to wear my glasses yet. Okay. So why does she want to divulge everything? She'll only let you know what she sees, and being selective at that. So I'm going to pull this card, right? You got the Page of Cups, right? Page of Cups. And then I'm going to pull another card here for you. Page of Cups. And we got the Two of Pentacles. So let's start with the Page of Cups first. Right? It's a younger energy, right? New love, somebody who's volunteering to work, somebody's bringing you a message. You see that little fish? So I think this is a Pisces. So somebody's bringing you a message, and that message could probably be or somebody's an announcing, is an announcement is what I say, is bringing you a message that you are going to be in a situation where you would not have that. Now remember, Two of Pentacles upright means you have choices, right? Pentacles, this is what it is. It's choices, it's multitasking, it's weighing your options. With the upright, unfortunately, you're not going to have the choices that you thought you would have. Now let's get some clarity on this and figure out and see what exactly is that all about. Oh, so annoys me when they go that way. All right, let's get some clarity on that. Why is it that you're not going to have those choices? You have Nine of Pentacles, which is so weird. Why don't you have choices? And what is the Nine of Pentacles about? It's luxury, it's self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasures, that sort of thing. Well, maybe, and Nine of Pentacles could also mean, like, the darkest before dawn. Of course, not with this card, because this is a Pentacles card. It's all about, why did I put on that? It's all about money. So I would say the fact that you got Two of Pentacles in reverse and then you got the Nine of Pentacles for that, it could mean that as far as your investments or money or something like that, you thought you had some choices. Now, since you had a whole bunch of money with Nine of Pentacles, you thought you had some choices, but you don't. Your hands are tied, and the decision has been made for you already. Maybe that's what the High Priestess was kind of trying to keep hidden, and saying that, you know what, no, you don't have a choice really. Wait, give it a couple of months and see what really pops up. So be careful with your finances, how you invest your money, because you are definitely going to have a little bit of a no options type of a scenario, okay? And then it's a bit weird though, that energy. When we come to the end, April, it kind of all ties up, and I'll show you how. You have number 25, right, which is great honors. You see that? Okay, so it kind of makes sense. With the fact that you got the great honors card, where somebody is bestowing upon you a great honor, I would say there's a little bit also with the nines. It could also mean a little bit of smugness, overconfidence, that sort of a thing. So maybe it's not so much to do with the fact that your hands are tied, but then that smugness is also coming in, because you know you are going to be bestowed this something honorable on you, right? Somebody's you see that, bestowing some great honor on you. So maybe that little bit of arrogance steps in. And also keep in mind, even if it's a situation where you feel like you don't have options and your hands are kind of tied, a decision has been made, it could be that, maybe you were wanting a particular position, but you didn't get that. In fact, you got something else. So maybe that's the thing with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, that it's ideal scenario you would have opted for A, but actually you are given B, and that too is an honorable position, but you're not really that happy about it. You're like, okay, fine, whatever. But with that too comes a great level of commitment and responsibility. So be careful of that, okay? It's not going to be, it's not what you expected it to be. Remember, with the High Priestess, there's always something hidden. So I got Libra for you, right? And then letter F. So where is Libra for my beautiful Taurus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Libra is the 6th house from you. And what is the 6th house? 6th house is work, health, discipline, and habits. So yeah, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because ideally you would have wanted that particular position A, but you didn't. You got B instead, and even that is an honorable position. But with that comes great responsibility, and you have to have that balance, and you have to be able to have the discipline, and work habits and work ethics have to be spot on. So keep in mind that you have to kind of stay focused over here. You don't have a choice, you just have to. And the letter F, so whoever is the one who you are tussling with, in terms of the one who has the power to best out whatever honors, right? The decision maker, if you will, in other terms. Maybe that person's name starts with an F, or maybe it's your name, but I think it's the other person's name. So let's leave that there. So May, June, let's go to July. July, you have number 6, which is the Lover's card, right? And Lover's card is ruled by Gemini, right? And Gemini is, this card is all about love and friendship and partnership, and it's duality. It's the yin and the yang. It's the earthly balance with the divine. That sort of thing. So let's take a look and see what pops up over there. You got the 4 of Swords. So there's definitely a little bit of tiredness. You feel like you want to take a step back, right? 4 of Swords, it's retreating and resting, it's renewal, it's solitude, it's recovery. So there definitely is a need for you to take a step back, to rest, to recover. And you have the Lover's card too. So I'm wondering, what are you trying to recover from? Oh my God, you got Temperance again here, but it's in the reverse. So Temperance is all about balance, right? So, but if it's in the reverse, it's lack of balance. So that's why you're needing some rest and recuperation, and you need to retreat and take some time out. And this could be relating to your relationship, possibly. Or it could be a partnership as well, business, work, that sort of a thing, platonic partnership or relationship, or it could be a love interest too. So you're off balance, right, with this in reverse. So there is no balance, there is no temperance. It's the equation is off, and it's completely off. So that's why, I understand why this card popped up, because you definitely need to retreat and take some rest and, recover from that turmoil of having lost that balance and not having that temperance and that balance, right? Or the ability to balance things, possibly because things are out of your control. And yeah, because if you take the energy from June, right? This was for June. With this, there's a lot of stuff that's hidden, right? The mysticism, there's something hidden. Guys, let me tell you this. By the end of this reading, you'll see how all the energy flows from one month to another, because it's all a continuation of things. So bear with me. This is a little long drawn, a little long-winded, but definitely would make sense in the long term. You'll probably have to watch this video a couple times. So because you did not have complete control over whatever it is that you were wanting to have control, the last month, the previous month, in July, I can understand why you got, the Lover's card. So it's possibly because you didn't have the control that you expected over that partnership, over that love interest, whatever that may be, or over even the work situation, right? And then from there, you have the Temperance, which is loss of balance. Yeah, no kidding. There is a bit of turmoil. You wanted A, but you got B, and instead, remember I said be careful, even with that honors that you have been bestowed upon, right? Somebody has given you this, right? It's not the one that you expected, but it is something else. With that comes great responsibility, and you should have that discipline and work ethics, since whatever it is, if it's a work relationship, work ethics, discipline, focus, things as such. And then you have 15, which is the success card, right? You see that success in love. So I would say stay with it, okay? Take the rest, even though things are kind of skewed and out of balance. Rest up, because you are going to have some success. And more choices. So more choices. So this is really cool. So yes, regarding love, this is completely a relationship month, because look, you have this card as well. So the Lovers card, and then you needed to take some rest because you were completely out of balance, whatever that was. And you have options, right? And then you have the Lovers card here again, right? So yeah, you may have options or whatever, but still, right? I say hang in there, because there's more to come. You have number 5. You see that? Right? And then you have the letter W. So 5, let's take a look at 5. What is the Lovers card? It's ruled by Gemini. And Gemini is your second house. So second house is value, talent, possessions, money, earning ability, and so on and so forth. So I feel that maybe this restlessness, this little bit of a confusion, loss of balance. Hang on, you guys. Let me get a hang of this. Right? This loss of balance, okay? You're so tired, you need rest, you need to recuperate, and then you have these decisions that you need to make, right? 2 of Swords. What is 2 of Swords? Choices, multitasking, weighing the many options, and then you end up with this card as well. And then I see number right, and W. What I feel, you guys, is because number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is 5? Yeah, see, with the second house and the 5th house, now how did I arrive at the conclusion that the second house and 5th house were going to be affected? I see the Lovers card, which is Gemini. Gemini is your second house, and second house involves values, your talents, your possessions, your money, earning abilities, so on and so forth. And your 5th house, and how did I conclude that this was the 5th house was involved? Because I pulled the number 5 here, and your 5th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Virgo, and the 5th house represents love affairs, speculations, and wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So definitely that work-life balance is probably what is causing you all that situation, right? That drama wherein you're feeling so tired and you need some rest. And then you have Temperance, because in the reverse, because it's all like off kilter, right? There's no balance between your work and your love life. So you need to figure out which route you want to take, because you have the 2 of Swords, right? Choices and multitasking and weighing your pros and cons. So definitely a little bit of a struggle between work and your private personal life and your love life, so on. So it's work and love life, relationships, balance. Let's leave it at that. So May, June, July, August. Now August is, what did we get here? We got the Tower, right? The Tower, this is a Mars energy. It's a disillusionment of partnerships, of your structure's crumbling down, your home, whatever. So clearly, if it's not built on a strong foundation, whatever it may be, a physical structure or a relationship, it is going to crumble. And I think I know where this is heading, because clearly you had that work-life balance was kind of off the previous month, right? In July, right? So August is, something is going to come to an end. Let's find out what it was, what it's going to be. Is it going to be your work or your relationship that's going to get a good shakedown? Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're being left out in the cold, okay? So Five of Pentacles, that's worry, it's feeling isolated, it's financial loss, and feeling like you've been left out in the cold. I want to see what else. And then you got the Knight of Swords there, who's somebody coming in, air energy, with a lot of energy coming in with information about your lifestyle that's going to be changed. So clearly, you guys, I mean, let me finish this and then we'll tie this together, because I see a trend here. It's just, Queen of Rods, yeah, I figured. And then oh, you guys. All right. So remember I said in July you had all this where you had to find work-life balance, and you had this choice card, right? Or this card that said you had to either compromise or make a decision or that sort of thing, right? That was in July. Now in August, something had to come to an end, followed by feeling left out in the cold, right? Knight of Swords, a fast talking energy that's coming in. And then you have the Queen of Rods, that is the Queen of Wands. And this is a fierce person, confident, self-assured, not afraid to say what she or he has, although this says Queen, not afraid to say what's on her mind, or it could be a male as well, or what's on his mind. So if you're a male, you know how what I say about the genders, right? So this is reading is applicable to a male and a female, and whatever your gender is, and relationships between men and men, women and women, men and women, whatever, however that your personal situation is. So read, understand that when you watch this video, okay? It's not gender specific. The card says it's a queen, but it could also mean that a male who is who's in touch with this the feminine aspect of his personality as well. So definitely relationship, you guys. So you are definitely going to be left out in the cold. This fast talking, fast moving energy, the Queen of Swords, she's not going to mince words. She's going to tell it like it is. And then you have the number 2 card, which is main key person in this aspect. It's a female. So I have a feeling that this is definitely going to be a relationship situation, and whoever this woman is, she's not going to mince words. She's going to tell it like the way it is, and she's going to say, you know what, get it together. And you have another Sagittarius, which is optimism, and you have R, the letter R. So maybe this other woman, this woman who's being so prominent here, this female energy is a Sagittarius, and maybe her name starts with R. So definitely your relationship is going to be affected. Now, one thing I will say, you guys, when we talk about relationships, this could be a personal relationship or it could be a work relationship. But sometimes the cards strongly push us or show us that is more personal. In this case, I feel that your work relationships, okay, the decisions you took based on your work relationships or your work environment has definitely affected your personal relationship. I mean, what can I say? Because I'll do the 6 month later. Okay, I'll come to that in a bit. Um, Now, May, June, July, August, let's move on to September, right? September, you got your overall energy is the hangman. It's a period of rest, limbo, seeing things from a different perspective. Your world could be turned upside down, that sort of a thing. It's like, no kidding, right? If your work has affected your relationship, of course you feel like your world's been turned upside down. And yeah, if she's given you the ultimatum and saying, or else, then, you know, these two, like I said, I feel it's a Sagittarius, and I feel like her name starts with an R. Um, if your world's been turned upside down and you forced to look at things from a different perspective, then definitely, duh, why wouldn't you get the hangman, right? In September. Oh my God, you got the Knight of Wands, another fiery energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And you got the Ten of Wands. So let's pull up the cards and then we'll tell the story. Oh my God, are you serious? So much fiery energy. Yeah, you guys, I think this is definitely a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, because Sagittarius has popped up quite often. You have the Temperance, you have the Jupiter energy, then you have bang on Sagittarius over here, you have the Wands energy. It's like, what in the world? The Queen of Rods, and yeah. Alright, so here we go. So, because you had the Tower situation in June, July, August, and where you had this kind of an ultimatum given to you because of your work, maybe you become a workaholic, maybe you've had to travel a lot, or your work has consumed you, or that your significant other has said, hey, you don't have time for me, or whatever, come on, whatever, and give you an ultimatum, because and then you were forced to look at things from a different perspective, right? Because that relationship could probably end if you don't make any changes, because you did have the Tower card, and Tower card represents a building crumbling down, right? But it also, on the flip side, it's like it has to come down so you can put up a new structure, restructuring things, right? So maybe, right, in September, you're forced to look at things from a different perspective because that structure has crumbled, okay, such that you can build a new structure that would be more appropriate for your situation or for your life. And then you have the Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands, what is the Knight of Wands all about? It's a free-spirited person who has creativity. There's a lot of lust involved here. And then you have the Ten of Wands. It's like, okay, ending of a cycle, because you are going to have to lay down your burdens, set down your burdens. You feel like you've been carrying a lot of weight on you, on your shoulders, and you have to set your weight down, set your burdens down, and it will come to be, because this is the ending of a cycle. And then you have the Nine of Rods, and then what is the Nine of Rods all about, right? Do you see that? Right? It's keeping and maintaining boundaries and being persistent. It's knowing that even though you have had to set down your burdens, it's not like freedom and go off and do whatever you want. But even with this hangman, right, you still have some boundaries, you still have some restrictions, right? You have to maintain boundaries and be respectful of boundaries, and keep that well within what's acceptable to you and whoever this other individual is. And then you have this one, number 12. It's definitely a rich female. So even though you've had those burdens to carry, you have that energy coming in with the Knight of Wands. That's a free-spirited, creative person who's coming into your life. I feel like it is going to be this individual, okay? But for some reason, because I see a heavy wands energy here, Sagittarius energy, and here too you have like serious wands. You have the Knight of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands, and you have the Nine of Wands. And Wands is all about desire, it's passion, it's that outgoing, fiery energy, it's creativity. I think it's the same person, the Sagittarius, who's like gave you an ultimatum and said, or else, and you have been forced to look at things from a different perspective, maybe from her perspective, and change your lifestyle or your approach or whatever, right? Oh, and find that work life balance. Okay, so we have the alphabet or letter C, I'm sorry. Okay, and then we have 0. Okay, and then we have the number 3. Okay, now 0 represents the Fool card, right? And what is the Fool card? The Fool card is all about willingness to leap into the unknown, take a chance, go off on that adventure. Even though you may not know what you're going to encounter on your adventure, it's like willing to take that chance, and you are going to take that chance. Now keep in mind, I pulled a number 3 here, right? See that number 3? We have this, which also equates to 3, right? So that could be significant for you in terms of what September has to offer. Let's take a look at third house. So that would be your immediate environment and short trips. Now, how did I figure your third house was going to be affected? It's number 3s, you have 3, right? And as a Taurian, your third house is 1, 2, 3 is Cancer, right? And Cancer is ruled by the moon. What is Cancer? It's that emotions, that family, that love, that life, that house, that that kind of thing. And 3 also represents short trips and your immediate environment. So maybe you might be taking a trip somewhere, okay? And then we come to October, right? So May, June, July, August, September, October. Now what does October have? October, you have the Chariot. Number 7. This is Cancer. Oh my God, you guys. Did I not just say Cancer is your third house? See, and then you have this Cancer card and the moon. This is Cancer is ruled by the moon. And it's like maintaining focus, the balance, attention to detail. Isn't that funny? Y'all, you can't be making up this stuff. This is just... So let's see what October has in balance for you, okay? Has in stock for you or in store for you. What's the right word? What does October have in balance for you? What does October have in store for you? In stock for you? So far, the first 6 months from May 2021 to this October 2021, so May, June, July, August, September, October 2021, I feel like it's all about finding that balance, that work. This Queen of Wands, you guys, I'm telling you, it's the Sagittarius. I feel so strongly that it's a Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius, the significant other could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. Y'all, I tell you, I have hair everywhere. Saint Bernard hair. Let me be specific. All over the house. I vacuum, I clean, I do all that stuff. Every single day I have to vacuum the house because he sheds. And I still find his hair all over the place. But I wouldn't change a thing. He is such a sweet, sweet boy. And I'm hoping to rescue another Saint Bernard. We're kind of going back and forth about it. So let's see if that works out. I would love to have another Saint Bernard. Just rescue another giant dog because Bernie is beginning to feel like an only child. All right, so let's... we had to... I had a Mastiff and Tigger, and he was also a rescue, and I had to put him down when he was... maybe 12 and a half, somewhere around there. Perfectly good condition, but he had something to do with paralysis and stuff, but I don't want to get into it. Unfortunately, there was no cure and we had to put him down. a couple of years ago, and ever since then Bernie's been, I think he feels lonesome. Enough of that. So let's go on to this. What do we have for October? We have the Chariot. Now Chariot is a Cancerian card, which is Cancer is ruled by the moon. So you have to maintain focus, okay? You have to maintain focus. You have to maintain balance. You have to pay attention to detail. This could also be something to do with your mode of transportation, your car, your vehicle, that sort of thing. And you have this Queen of Wands again pop up. And then you have the Sun card, right? Beautiful. Then you have the Lovers card. Sun is ruled by, it's a Leo card, right? And then you have the Lovers card. It is Gemini. It's love, friendship, partnership, duality. It's divine and earthly love balance. And then you have Persone Principale, right? The number one, it's a male. So clearly it's a guy. So with this, I feel like, yes, after all that little bit of trauma you had a couple of months ago regarding finding work-life balance, and your significant other kind of basically telling it like it is, and or else type of a situation, you were forced to make some changes, look at things from a different perspective, so that even though your relationship kind of was crumbling down, looking at it from a different perspective, from her perspective. And again, guys, with the gender, I hope you understand what I mean, okay? This relationship, this reading is not necessarily for male or female relationships. It could be same gender, whatever, however, okay? Take it for what it is. You are forced to look at things from a different perspective, and then you were able to restructure the relationship, and then you have this wonderful opportunity in September to go on a little bit of a journey, maybe even, right? Travel, take a trip, do whatever, so that you can rebuild. And then you have this beautiful, beautiful energy. I feel like you could be there's a possibility, something about the vehicle I see here in October. Possible you are going to be buying a new vehicle or gifting a vehicle to your significant other, whatever, and taking a road trip. But definitely with the Chariot card, there is definitely going to be some momentum. You have to maintain balance and maintain your focus, attention to detail. So that's that. And then you have the Sun card, fantastic, the Lovers and the Person. So your relationship, I feel like, is coming back on track because of the changes and the conscious effort you have put in. You have Virgo, and then you have 6, right? And then you have Virgo. Let me show it to you. Virgo is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th house. And your 5th house is love affairs, speculations, and so on and so forth. So again, speculating, yeah, but putting your stock back, okay, don't get me wrong, putting your money back on the same individual, if you will. I use the term money, but taking your chances with the same individual is going to pay off for you, okay? Absolutely is going to pay off for you. And definitely there could be some movement, some transportation. Maybe you're going on a road trip in your car or whatever, truck, whatever. And 6, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is Libra, and that's ruled by Venus. 6th house again, discipline and habits. And with the Chariot too, you have to maintain focus. Guys, I would recommend that if you are going on a road trip, pay attention, and particularly if you're going on a road trip with your own vehicle, pay attention to the maintenance of your vehicle and the condition your vehicle is in, okay? Pay attention to that, because that's kind of popping up a little bit over here. And we have, what did I say? We have Virgo, right? Virgo is Mercury, so another earth sign. So yeah, I would say pay attention, right? Because with Mercury, things could kind of change, right? Mercury is being very mercurial, is being very easily changeable type of thing. So watch out for that, okay? So now let's recap May to October of 2021, right? We started off with the Temperance card. Remember, I said it's all about finding, with May, you were probably looking for an opportunity and you had the Three of Swords. So it could have been a heartbreak, divorce, depression, surgery, or an issue with a relationship. Definitely, you had the King of Cups over there, which was pretty strong Cancerian energy. And I had said that you were probably aiming for a particular position, but you didn't get that position and you got another position the following month, and that position was really not up your alley, but it still came with responsibility. You had to maintain discipline, you had to maintain your focus, and then that kind of skewed your work-life balance, and your significant other kind of gave you an ultimatum and said, and you were feeling obviously very tired, right? May, June, July was pretty tiresome. You've had to take a step back. You had a tower moment because you were like, my relationship is going to crumble and whatever, and disintegrate before my eyes. And the significant other gave you an ultimatum and said, hey, pay attention. Like, what is going on? I mean, you need to find some time for us, for family, for whatever that may be. And you had to restructure, rethink, refocus, look at things from a different perspective. And then you had the opportunity to set down your burdens finally, obviously, because you did feel burdensome. Everybody does, right? When you're in that position, you did feel burdensome, and you were able to make some changes, and then you're able to recover your relationship, if you will, safeguard your relationship. And I feel like it's kind of on track. You are definitely going to be traveling. I wonder if there's going to be marriage on the cards for you guys. I wonder if there is going to be marriage on the cards for you. So I feel like there is going to be marriage on the cards for some of you Taurans. Now let's take a look at so May, June, July, August, September, October. Now let's go to November. November we have Justice, okay? Is number 8. It's a Leo energy, right? Oh, my bad. Hang on. That is so funny. It says Justice, and I was thinking about the Strength card. Okay, that's fine. I forget this is a completely different deck though. So what about Justice, right? It's having decisions. It's court. It's the time to make decisions. It's the time, yeah, absolutely, legally speaking also. And then if you look at 8 in the traditional tarot is the Strength card, right? Strength is Leo energy. It's using your head, not your heart. It's courage. It's having the fortitude. It's like holding on to your power. So yeah, I feel justice is going to be served, okay? And definitely there's still a question of balance. But then I'm looking at 8 and I'm going, this is more like the Strength card for me. So maybe your strength is going to be tested, but then justice will be served. I myself am a bit confused here. I'm not getting clarity with that card. I'm vacillating. I'm leaning more towards the Strength energy over here, but it's clearly a Justice card. The Empress. Oh God. Yeah, did I not just say there is a possibility that there's going to be a marriage in the cards for you? Well, could be justice and strength card. Well, let's do both, okay? Justice is maybe justice of peace. There is going to be a wedding, right? See that balance and the justice, okay? And then you have the Empress, number 3, which is ruled by Venus, is luxury, it's pregnancy, it's abundance, okay? And then you have the 3 of Cups, which is rejoicing. So I clearly see a wedding for you guys, clearly, but I don't know if it's going to be one of those grand weddings in the sense that where you're able to invite friends and all that. I think it's going to be more towards the justice of peace or the court type of situation where you're going to go there and say, hey, we're getting married. There we go. That's what I was wanting to say. So definitely marriage on the cards. Taurians, really? Ooh, okay. And then you have the 5 of Cups, right? It's 5 of Cups. It's definitely feeling a little abandoned, right? You see that? It's a little bit of loss, it's regret, it's grief, it's feeling abandoned or unloved. But let's take a look and see what that's all about. No, I want to do this. Why do you have... That's too many. Why do you have the... Because there's clearly celebration. Or maybe... So here you have the 4 of Swords. I feel that maybe there is regret that you couldn't have a big wedding, and you wished you were able to have a bigger wedding and have friends and families. I think that's what the 5 of Cups to me reads like. And showed you the back of the card. That's a lot of fun. Okay, and this 4 of Swords energy, it's again rest and renewal, solitude and recovery. So maybe you're feeling a little sad that you were not able to have the traditional wedding that you wished you could, like inviting friends and families. That's a sadness. But also I see that you needing to take some rest and recovery. Could this mean that the pregnancy, whoever is pregnant needs to get some rest and recovery? There could also be another aspect to this. There's a possibility that maybe the pregnancy was not viable because you got the rejoicing 3 of Cups, and then you got the 5 of Cups. You got, of course, the Empress. That's so weird, y'all. Okay. So there is a little bit of a journey that you need to take, and this could be like physical journey, and it could also be a question of going on a journey, meaning it's going to be a little bit of a long drawn affair. Now if the pregnancy was not viable, and that's why that 5 of Cups situation, you have to take some rest and maybe go on a little bit of a trip for, I don't know, for whatever, try another time for in vitro or whatever. Or if this is a question of feeling sad and lonesome that you were unable to have the wedding that you wanted of your dreams, where you could invite friends and families, and you're so tired and you're feeling really, really sad about it and wanting to take a break, and then maybe you will plan on a trip to go and meet with your family. So that's a possibility too. So you have the letter K. See that? K. And you have the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the Leo card. No wonder I kept saying, even though it says justice, I kept looking at 8. Okay. And I kept saying this is the Leo card. I kept picking on the Leo, whatever. Well, here's the thing, you guys. Leo is your 4th house. See, number 4 here. These are so tiny. See, oh, that's a lot of fun. I'm sorry, okay? Don't say anything about my nails right now. That's not my focus. Okay, see number 4, okay? Number 4 is Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And your 4th house represents emotional home, mother, family roots, and that sort of thing. So maybe that's why you're going on a journey to go be with family, which I said you would. So, and four of swords could also mean rest and respite. It could also mean death. And again, the fourth house also signifies affairs at the end of life. So maybe the sadness is also because you found out that your mom or a maternal figure in the family is not doing so well. So you did have all this rejoicing with your wedding. See that? And then a little bit of sadness because you found out that senior female member of your family is not doing so well, because you ended up with this Four of Swords card. And then you have this voyage where you're going to visit her. So it could be any of these scenarios. And the reason why I will leave it at that and say it could be any of these scenarios is because each person's life situation is different. This may not resonate with everybody, but then I see three clear different scenarios, right? So take it for what it is, you guys. And I have the letter K here. Is there a possibility you're going to Kansas or Kalamazoo? Don't ask me why that popped in. There you go. We leave it at that. So we did October, we did November. Now let's go to December. December, we got 1, which is the Magician, right? Oh, excuse me. What do we have for December, you guys? We got the Six of Wands and the Knight of Cups. We got the Nine of Swords. Anxiety and depression. Why though? Okay. Oh, I better not forget my time. 12:57. Okay. So we have the Magician, which is deeply masculine energy, powerful energy, ability to summon new ideas, somebody who has the skill sets to be able to drum up, rustle up anything. And then you have the Six of Wands, right? Six of Wands is about victory, awards, recognition, good news, and success, right? And then you have the Knight of Cups. It's romance, it's proposals, it's options. It's like somebody's bringing you a solution. But then you have some anxiety. Why do you have anxiety here, you guys? A little bit of anxiety and depression. And then it says prison, which is 29. 29 reads as containment. I wouldn't call this prison as an actual prison. It could be containment. So maybe there is some restriction going on for you in December. You feel like there are some restrictions because even though there are some victories, somebody's bringing in some good news and offer for you, you have some anxiety and depression because you know there is going to be some restrictions. Whatever that restrictions may be, I don't know. Could be limitations. There are some limitations. We got Gemini, Aquarius, and J. So let's look at Gemini. Got Gemini. Come on, computer. We got Aquarius and the alphabet J. So Gemini, 1, 2. Gemini is your second house, and second house rules your values, your talents, and possessions. And then you have Aquarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And your 10th house is all about your career, reputation, morals, life goals. Guys, I think again in December you're going to have a victory, a promotion type of situation at work. but there is some anxiety and depression that could possibly be because if you have a mom or a mature female figure who's not doing so well, that anxiety and depression could be that. And with the Knight of Cups that you have in December, you know, somebody bringing you an offer, a reliable person. They look at you as a reliable person, and they also look at you as somebody who can take on that responsibility, and you have an offer over there for sure. um, you feel that taking on that responsibility, even though people look at you as being a reliable figure, you're kind of torn a little bit between your personal life situation, because you know with that responsibility there is going to be some containment. So maybe you can't travel as much as you'd like to go visit your family, your mom, as much as you like, that sort of a scenario. And I feel like it's definitely your work life balance again. You know, you get this promotion or this offer or whatever, added responsibility. You come home with the Six of Wands. Here's your Six of Wands. That in and unto itself, celebrating and coming home with victory, awards, and recognition, and good news and success, could be some containment. And I think again is reflecting your work-life balance. And then you have the alphabet J. I did say Kalamazoo or Kansas. Maybe the mother's name or the mature female person's mother figure's name starts with J. I'm going to leave it at that. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and let's do January of 2021. You have number 5. This is the Hierophant in the traditional tarot, and this is Taurus card. It's mercy, it's compassion, it's needs for approval, conformity, mind, body, and spirit. So it's you yourself showing up over here. So let's see what that's all about. The Pope, number 5, or the Hierophant. You have the World card. Wow. Followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Guys, unbelievable. January is going to be pretty good for you. And Two of Cups. Okay. So this is a Taurus card, right? 5, the Hierophant, mercy, compassion, need for approval, conformity, mind, body, and spirit. Falling well within the guidelines. Okay, it's about rules and regulations. You have the World card, right? Number 21 is completion, is success, spiritual rebirth. What goes around comes around, right? Again, movement. Nothing is constant in life, right? The only constant is change. So there is movement for you over here for sure, because of course you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a new job offer, a raise, a promotion, investment, new income, new home, that sort of a thing. So definitely the world, you've been given another promotion or another offer. And then you have the Two of Cups. What is the Two of Cups? It's all about choices, multitasking, weighing the options. So again, you're put in a situation where you're going to have to weigh your options. And then we have number 3. What is number 3? Hang on, you guys. Number 3 is the Lovers. It's the pair. It's the, obviously a relationship, right? And you see that little monkey holding up the musical note. I have a feeling there's going to be something thrown between you and your significant other, because I think this proposal, this new offer that you're getting from your work situation is again going to be another, is going to cause another little bit of a situation with your relationship. So guys, Taurus, you guys are being pulled in 2 different directions, aren't y'all? So we have Aquarius show up. Okay, Aquarius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000. What is the 10,000? 10,000 is career, reputation, morals, and life goals. Oh my goodness. And you have number 1. So you again have, Ace of Pentacles. You got your Ace of Pentacles. Let me show you Ace of Pentacles, right? You have the World card. You have the Ace of Pentacles. See that? The World card. And then you also have number 1, which is, oopsie, your first house, right? Which is how you present yourself and how people perceive you and, that sort of stuff. So, again, another tussle, you guys, between work and life. So, it looks like every time you get something new and something better going on in your work life, it's going to affect your personal life. But we all know that, right? It's with promotions, we get a raise, right? If you want a raise, you have to be promoted. If you want a promotion, you have to work and show that you are capable and you're worthy of that promotion. So then you get the promotion, then you get the raise. But that means more responsibility, more work, more hours, more stress, whatever, which is definitely going to affect your personal life. So what can I say? It is what it is. It's difficult, for people. Some people balance it and some people don't. I personally don't know. To each his own, right? Some people like that high stress. They're able to balance that work and life and whatever. And some people kind of only have certain limitations. And I don't know, you guys. Okay, so we did January, February. You got number 9, which is the Hermit. This is a Virgo card. It's looking inwards, shows the way to wisdom and healing. So Virgo is all about going inwards and trying to find the answers, right? Figure things out within yourself type of situation. We have the 5 of Cups. See, again, 5 of Cups means you have a little bit of a feeling loss and regret and grief and not feeling the love type of situation. Followed by the Lovers, you guys. You have the Lovers card again. So there you go. Again, stresses caused by your loved ones, right? Your partnerships. This reading to me reads like a relationship reading. Relationship seems to be the prominent thing here. Yes, your work is prominent because it's this. Okay, let me rephrase that. This reading to me seems like it's all, this next year is all about work and life balance. There you go. That's what I wanted to say, because every time you get something good happen in your relationship, in your work environment, it seems to affect your relationship, and then you go through these ebbs and flows. So you're kicking butt and taking names at work, but definitely you have to find a way to balance your work with your personal life. So the theme for this year is going to be work-life balance. Okay? And then you have the Judgment. Oh my goodness. The Judgment card. Followed by 27, which is unexpected money regarding work. You guys, I can't make this stuff up, okay? And I'm sorry, I don't mean to, when I chuckle, it's not because I'm being evil or anything. It's because you can't make this stuff up. The cards are telling us a story. It's telling us, it's so clear. It's like, I'm surprised, but I don't know why I should be, because cards don't lie. So what did I say? It's going inward again and wanting to find that balance, looking inside yourself for answers, seeking answers within yourself, right? And then you do feel a little bit of distance, feeling like you've been left out in the cold, feeling distanced. And then you have the Lovers card. So probably again because of your relationship, right? And what is the Lovers? The Lovers is Gemini. And Gemini is your second house. And what did I say? It's about your values and talents and possessions and, partnerships and all that stuff, right? Lovers card. Love and friendship and all that. It's the duality and finding that balance, right? So, guys, it's the same thing. So, and then you had the Judgment card. So, what is a Judgment? It's a Pluto energy. It's all about forgive and forget, right? Soul searching. It could mean a promotion at work. So clearly you have a promotion at work, which brings us to this. It's going to give you a lot of money because of your work. So in your work environment, you are going to have some money come in, or good money come in, right? So so we did May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Here we are at March, right? March of 2022, we have number 13, which is death. It's change and rebirth. Clearly, that's all it is. Death, change and rebirth, right? Doesn't necessarily mean like, what's the word I'm looking for? Physical death. But see, you guys, here I also feel like, you see that little puppet at the bottom over there? And you see the strings attached to the, can you see it? Let me see, where's, see this little puppet? And see the strings here attached to his fingers, right? So I feel like you definitely feel like you're a puppet here, that you feel like you're pulled in different directions. You feel like somebody is playing you like a puppet type of thing. That heaviness is there. So there is definitely going to have to be a change, and with change comes rebirth. Let's see. What do we have? We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have Nine of Pentacles. Good Lord Almighty. Let's pull all these cards. The Devil card, okay. There is a lot of abundance for you guys. Definitely. There is. I mean, lot of success in the work area. Lot of success. But it's a question of, oh my God, excuse me. Let me get a sip of water, you guys. It's a question of finding that work-life balance, you guys. That's the theme for your year. So for March of 2022, we have the Death card. I said change and rebirth, right? And you have the King of Pentacles reversed. So this is upright. It's a solid, practical leader, wise investments, right? Cognizant of money, right? That sort of thing. This is unwise investments, lack of leadership, not so much a focus on money aspect. And then after all that drama, you end up with the Nine of Pentacles upright. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. And after all that, you have the Nine of Pentacles upright. So what is the Nine of Pentacles, right? The Nine of Pentacles is luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasures, that sort of a thing. So I say this is not so much a loss of funds, but because it's associated with the Death card, it could mean you're changing your trajectory as far as work is concerned, because you've given it a lot of thought and you said, you know what, it's really affecting my life. I'm going to change the trajectory. That's why the King of Pentacles is upside down, because there is a change over there for sure, I feel. And then you're back up to this Nine of Pentacles. You take a different path. Maybe you say, hey, you know what, I don't want to have this position where I have to travel so much. I'm just going to take a position where it's stationary. Because remember, somewhere here you had the World card too. October, November, December, January, you had the World card, right? Let me show you. That's also traveling. And you had the Chariot as well. So your job could have been heavy travel type of situation, which was what was really affecting your personal life. And now you said, you know what, in March, I'm not going to do that. I don't mind taking a step back as far as compensation is concerned. And I want to stay put, stationary, and yeah, you still have the luxury and the sufficiencies and the financial gain to facilitate a lifestyle. And then what did you get? You got the devil. So the devil is a Capricorn energy. It's about, dependencies, deviant sexual energies, that sort of stuff. But be careful with the devil energy. And the reason I say that is you may be tempted to 26. You may be tempted because there is going to be great abundance and happiness. So don't fall into the trap of temptation. Or the company may say, we don't want you to take a step back. We don't want you to take a stationary position. We want you to remain at your current position, and they might throw more money at you. But this is definitely more abundance and happiness. You guys. So I got 6. Okay. And I got 8. So 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Libra. And what is Libra? The 6th house is work and health, discipline and habits. And the 8th house is your secrets and your regenerations and your long-term financials and, wills, etc. So them trying to throw more money at you again, like I said, 6th house is related to work and discipline and stuff. They are saying, hey, no, we don't want you to take a step back and stop traveling. Keep at the job, we just throw more money at you. So it's up to you to maintain that balance and see if you can have that discipline. Now brings us to April, right, of 2022, before your next birthday. And you had the Judgment card, right? Number 20. What is the Judgment about? It's a Pluto card. It's all about forgive and forget, right? Pluto energy. And remember, Pluto could be quite, it could mean promotion at work, soul searching, turmoil. I mean, turmoil in the sense it's like drastic change that's going to be long term. Y'all are going to have a good year as far as work is concerned, you guys. But you have to be able to find that balance between work and life. I'm going to shuffle again. It's pretty cool actually, this reading. I like it. So prominent. Again, another world card. You know what? I'm going to leave that because... should I pick it up? Let's pick it up. Pages folds. Because I didn't pick it up. The card didn't want to come up, but I could... I can't. This is too much. I'm going to set that Page of Swords aside. I don't think it fits in. I don't know. Maybe I should because I did pick it up. Okay. So the Judgment card is what you got, right? It's about soul searching, a promotion at work. It's forgive and forget, right? Let's take all these cards. And then you got your Two of Cups again. It is choices, weighing your options, pros and cons. You have multiple options, multitasking. And then you have the Three of Wands, which is teamwork, collaborations, skills, your quality of work, your craftsmanship. I'm sorry, what am I saying? Three of Wands. It's teamwork, your commerce, your expansion, your travel. I was thinking Three of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Three of Wands is again, teamwork, commerce, expansion, travel. So you're looking at traveling again. And Two of Cups, so you have the options, weighing the pros and cons, compromises, making decisions, choices, right? Partnership. And then you have the World card that popped up again. What did I say the World card was all about? The World card was about completion, success. Guys, this is unbelievable because you got 2 World cards, right? And then you have number 22. Can you see that? It's an authority figure. So let's take a look. Then I'm going to take this Page of Swords. Because remember, that card was left behind and I decided to take it up anyway. Right? Page of Swords, it's be a little bit careful, because this could mean a little bit of gossip, a little bit of immaturity. There could be somebody there who is not maintaining their limits and their balances, and who are not staying within their limitations. They're kind of trying to intrude upon this your energy here. I want to get a clarification on that. Let me go back to this, because April, Four of Rods. I can't, y'all. I can't. This is just. And then the Star. I gotta stop. This is much. Okay, let's redo. Let's go back to April and figure it out. So we started with Judgment, right? Forgive and forget, soul searching, promotions at work, etc. Correct? Two of Cups. Now, what is Two of Cups? Partnerships, proposals. Yes, it's marriage. It's also anything two. It's you have choices, right? You have choices. If you have one, then it's you have just one option. With two, you have choices. Okay? And partnerships, of course. Then what is the Three of Wands? It's teamwork, it's commerce, it's expansion, it's travel, right? And it definitely has something to do with your craftsmanship, with your related to your work. And then you have wait. What did we get? We got the World card. It's again completion of a cycle, right? What goes up must come down. Travel. Then we got how did I do this? Yeah, then we got this one. Number 22, which is an authority figure. So somebody who's in authority is going to be of prominence in your life. But then I decided to absorb this card into it, and it said like it's a Page of Swords. So this authority figure could be, pages are usually mature, right? But the authority figure could be overstepping their bounds and their limitations and having prying eyes in your life, in your being more inquisitive or being a little bit more intrusive into your life. Even though the authority figure means a mature person, right? They are not behaving in a mature manner for some reason. They are being a little bit more immature and trying to snoop around. So be careful of that. And then you got the Four of Rods, right? Which is the Wands, homecoming, celebrations, family, friends, and reunions, right? This is beautiful, right? And then you have the Star card. The Star is an Aquarius energy. It's hope, inspiration, getting some support from an unexpected source. So let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aquarius, the 10th house is your career and reputation. See, you guys, morals and stuff. So I feel this authority figure is going to try some shenanigans. Just watch out, okay? Be careful. Because even though they are a superior or somebody in authority, they're going to start prying in. You know what? I got it. Taxes. Taxes. Watch out for that. Make sure you keep your books and your records. I got number 7 and I got E. So let's look at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scorpio, that's Mars and Pluto. I got Pluto somewhere else over here. So Pluto is all about regeneration, right? So 7th house is marriage, partnerships, contracts, and relationships. So I would say be careful of your contracts, particularly if your contract is regarding that your company. You may come up with another thing where they say let's draw up another contract or whatever. But otherwise, I'd say it's regarding your taxes. Watch out for that. Definitely watch out for that. And then you have the letter E. So whoever this authority figure is, his or her name could start with E. So April is going to be pretty a little bit, well, April is again tax month, right? So that's why be a little bit careful, because you have the judgment card or whatever. They might try to get you for back taxes or whatever that case may be. Prying eyes. Remember I said Page of Swords, right? Curiosity, spies, eyes prying on you, trying to find out the truth. So there could be an investigation with regard to your taxes. So be careful of that. So I'm going to leave this at this, you guys, and I'm just going to pull up one trinket for your overall energy. Just one. You got the pipe. This is a symbolism of somebody who has accomplished something, who has the financial wherewithal, who has a certain luxury, a status in life. So clearly it shows that you do have that, or you will have that, right? You will have the finances to provide for a kind of a more established lifestyle, a more luxurious lifestyle. So definitely, you guys, I would say for you from May 2021 up to April 2022, the theme for you is going to be, yes, finding work-life balance. You are going to have good, well, I should say phenomenal, because I do think you're going to have phenomenal success at work, but you also have to be able to find that balance in your personal life, because you don't want to lose your loved ones because you're constantly at work and you're a workaholic, right? Find that balance. There's going to be a little bit of a tricky situation, either regarding a motherly figure who's ill, and it could also mean, like I said, in May, June, July, August, September, October, there could be marriage on the cards, November, child, that sort of a thing. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, you guys. Please do leave your messages below and your comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd like to know if this resonated with you or not. I wanted to incorporate cowrie shells, but the reason I didn't is simply because it takes forever. I mean, it, in the sense, this video could be 2.5, 3 hours long. So I'll do it fine, but I don't know whether it would hold your, people might get a little bit bored, or that could be too much information that can get a little overwhelming. I chose to kind of step back from that. One thing I will do is just get an overall energy card, okay, or a guidance card, okay. Make sure I got them all. Yeah, I did. So this is May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Okay. So I'm going to get an overall guidance message from, what is this? This is the Sacred Tarot, Sacred Indian Tarot. The Empress. Beautiful. I love it. What did I say? It's ruled by Venus. It's luxury, it's pregnancy, it's abundance, it's having all the beautiful, bountiful things. Yeah, if your finances are good, you can afford all that luxury, all that beauty and abundance and bountifulness of physical pregnancy. So I'm going to leave it at that for my beautiful Taurans. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Like I said, leave your comments below. Also, if any of y'all are wanting personal readings, let me know. I do personal readings, and all I need from y'all for personal readings would be your name, your first name, and your date of birth. I don't need your last name. And the reason I need your date of birth is because I do numerology. Another thing is, in your personal readings, it's your choice. You can either do for your career, for your relationship, or if you have any specific questions. My readings are typically half an hour is the shortest reading I do. and it never ends at half an hour. It always goes on. I don't charge anything extra if you pass the half an hour, simply because, you know, my goal is to help people. So I do start at half an hour for short readings, 1 or 2 questions type of scenarios, and then it goes on from there. So let me know. I'll send me an email. My email address is therealtarot1123@gmail.com. Of course, it is in the description box. Therealtarot1123 is all one word. All right. All right, you guys, love you so much. Take care, and hopefully this new year for you is going to be fantastic. Well, it is. Not hopefully, it is. Clearly it is. All right. Bye now.